Hey guys, this is a video about crested geckos, but at the same time a cry for help. So this is Christy. So if you get the hint, we named the male Christy. If I just get him back. So we named the male Christy and the female Deco. So this is the male. If I just get him. So this is the beautiful male that we've got. We don't know what sort of crusty he is, but we got him without a tail. So I'm just going to put him back in. Let him go. So there he is. Now, currently I can't get her because she takes vacate around here. Because that's where she likes to hide. Can you get out of the tank, please? So I'm gonna tell you guys basically what we have and why I'm gonna cry for help afterwards. Any help would be thingy. Let me just put these out of the room because they're not supposed to be in this room. Out. 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 So we don't have the dogs in the living room. The cats can because they're cats. But yeah, so they don't make so much mess. So anyway guys, so the other things we have for our decos are, so we used to give them this, but we're going to use it up and then we're going to swap to the other, there's some other food that's like this that we're going to swap to a different flavour. But this is just their main food that they eat. You add water to it and away you go. Out. Out. Little shit. So you just add water to this. This is just a complete diet food. Add water to it. So we have that. We're not that keen on this. This one seems to go off in the heat more. Then we've just found out we've seen this that we're supposed to be giving a gut load. We don't know definite. We just seen that you're supposed to be gut loading them before they have it. So we're hoping this is the right stuff. We're gonna double check obviously before we give it them. But you boil it up and you make it up and you put it in the tank. The next one you definitely need, as well as the food, obviously this food, is calcium. Calcium is actually, you need vitamins and calcium, which is this has both in, to help them. The way you tell if they have a good enough calcium sac is at the top of the root. They'll have 2 bags, and they'll be white. If you're breeding, they have the egg stuff here to breed for them. But I'll tell you what we've been doing with ours in a minute. But yeah, so they're the main food bits you should have for them. You should also have, let me grab one. Is there? So here's one, locust. So bugs, mealworms. They do say swap them over because they can get bored of eating the same ones. At the same time, I shouldn't hold them like this because they drop their legs. But ours eat them with their legs on. They don't care. Our male's smaller than our female. Our female's older. But to keep your locusts alive a long time, I advise you getting the gels. So these are very helpful. They just come in a pot like this. So jelly pots. They come in pots like this. They're just already made up for you already. The reason this is covered is because we use this as the calcium holder. So we keep all the calcium because you cover the live bug. Anything you give them in live, dust it with powder before they eat it because then it gives them the calcium. You can put it in for them to eat, but ours don't seem to do that. The other thing we seem to do as well is, if I just move this locust off the veg, we've put them any sort of veg in to have a munch on, keeps them alive longer. And we also find if you do a bowl of water, they drown. So we basically soak some tissue so they can sort of water around, so they keep dry hydrated. We've also found that if you keep them in tubs like this, make sure there's half of the space, half room. So basically, whatever you can fit on the floor, you need basically it looks overcrowded. You need to take some out because the more overcrowded they are in there, the more chance they die because they eat each other as well. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys. So I can now sit on the floor and it'd be easier. So So basically, this is our female tank. You can see we got lights. We're going to get mesh for here to stop the cats coming up. So this is our lights. They're really hot. These are 150 watt bulbs. We did have that thing over there on top, but the people in the shop sold us the wrong bulbs, and we found these warmer since getting them anyway. These are from Pets at Home. The reason we've got so many tanks as well is one of them, I'm trying to think what tank it was. So this was our original tank that we got ourselves with the backboard in. This cost us about 100 quid for everything once we've finished, including that thing. That's why we're fighting for it, because we were sold an unfit purpose item. And she's back in here again. Out. 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 There's a cat flap there on her stairgate. That's how she gets in. So, yeah. So, these are the tanks. So, one of them I paid something like 30 quid for one like that. As you can see, it's a bit smaller than these ones. They're less taller. And the other ones, I was so lucky. I found it at a bargain for £10 each. So, that's what we've done. So, I'm going to start off with the male tank because he can't actually get behind his. Yes, it doesn't look as crowded at the moment because we are actually getting more plants and things like that for them. So, and I'll explain why we've got 2 tanks like this as well. So the reason we've got 2 tanks is we split our male and female up. Now the reason we split our male and female up, he's just up here by the way. So let me just get him. There we go. So this is our male, as you seen at the start of the video. So basically the reason we split these little guys up is because when we first had them, we had them together. They never attacked, and people were like, you shouldn't have them together, they can fight and everything. Well, these pair have been fine since day one. So I'm just gonna pull him on my leg. They always want to climb up us. So we've had these pair together since day one, but our only problem is at the moment, because of obviously them breeding things, is we're working out what's going wrong, what we've done wrong. So, this is the only other problem. When you try putting them back in the tank after you've got them out, they never seem to know where the leaves are. So at the moment I'm having a struggle trying to get him back in his tank. There, right, leaves, grab the leaves, not me. You won't grab the leaves. Right, hang on guys, let me just, there. Right, grab the leaf, thank you, grab the leaf. Right, he's back in. Oh mate, careful. I hate it when they don't grab the leaf straight away. Right, there we go. He's up there. So he's up there. He's chilling out. As you can see, look, where Tink's been lowering on it, it's bowing. So we've got to try and stop her. So the reason we split them up. Now, we didn't split them up because we scared them fighting, because they've been fighting since day one, and the thing of people say they overbreed and all this lot, and it's bad for the female and everything. We've had ours to go from day one. Whenever she tells him no, he leaves her alone. And they've never had a fight. They've never had an argument. They've never bashed each other about. They've always looked after each other. So that's not our problem why we split them up. Why we actually split them up is because of the eggs. So she's having babies. Currently at the moment her eggs, and obviously they can hold the sperm for so long inside them, the female. So she's still going to have eggs. So this is my cry for help. So my cry for help is I need to know if I'm doing anything wrong or it's just the way of life happening. So we've tried messaging on other people that put videos up on YouTube about how to look after them and everything, and if they need any help, and they've never ever replied. So basically as you can see, we've got temperature gauge, so there's nothing on it at the moment. So you have to like literally tap the buttons of them and it brings up what the temperature of the tank is, 21. So that's what our tanks are always at 21 degrees day and night. They have these heat on all the time. We need another UV light, but as you can see there's a UV in the corner here. So let me just turn this around for him, because it's turned around. So we have a UV. Don't ever listen to anyone that says you don't need UV for them, because we had an idiot that give us crusty that tried saying that, and we're like, no, you need UV for them. So we had that problem, so we need a UV for her, but obviously he is younger, he's still shredding, she's not, so we see it as him needing UV more. We are getting her a UV soon, but she can still get the UV off the light through his tank into hers though. So the problem with the eggs, we've had the first 2 eggs we ever had, they were born. We had the eggs, and basically we had them for about 3 days and they just died. They just randomly died. Now, another thing we're having in, the babies are like literally, like, I'm trying to see how I can do this. If I rest on my foot a minute. So the babies are like literally that small. So the size of my finger right there, that's how big the babies are. And we've seen people's other YouTube videos and that, and they're way bigger. We've had one that was bigger, but I'll tell you what happened with that in a sec. So the first 2 we had born last for 3 days. We've also had one where the egg deflated, and we seen that if the egg deflated, it means they're dead. So we opened the egg up and it was dead. That was our big one, and he died. Then we've had other big ones where they've just died. Literally they didn't come out the egg, they died. They were like completely stillborn. And the one that we had the big one of, we opened the other egg up, and that's how we made Hope survive. But she only lasted about a month and died, and we don't know why. None of them have been taking, whatever ones we've managed to have survive, like Hope, she wouldn't take bugs either. We got the smallest of the smallest mealworms you could think of, and she wouldn't take them. We literally had to force feed her by putting a bit on her nose of the food, like the stuff we make from powder to wet. We put a bit of that on her nose just to get her to eat it, and water. But she started drinking the water, but we've never seen her go for a bug, but she started eating the food. But I think that's it. And we've tried the egg stuff. We tried using that I showed you what you can use for eggs. We've tried having that, but that didn't work either. So please, 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 if you are a breeder and you know what you're doing, because at the moment I will show you where there's 2 eggs in a minute. If you know what you're doing, please, please help us, because it's upsetting. Like, if it's like it's died, we'll put it in the bin, and I can't. If you've been on my other videos, you'll see that I love animals to bits, and I cannot just throw an animal in the bin. I have to bury them. I have to try and help them. I help wildlife, so it's nothing about that. We don't actually want to breed them to sell, so we're not after anything like that. We would like other colours in our tanks, but at the same time, we are not breeding to sell them. We are breeding to look at having them as our own pets, so going out and spending loads of money on getting loads more and loads more. But it would be nice to have a baby one of our own that we've grown up and had since day one. That's why else. So that's my cry for help. If anyone can help us, messages, comment, whatever, to help us get the fact of what we're doing wrong, or other ways that we could try to help save these babies and live on. So the other thing is, oh, and by the way, if you're asking how we cut the eggs open, you need a very sharp Stanley blade. You need a delicate hand to do it. You need to know what you're doing, and I've watched and researched it. It's the only reason I did it. So you have to have the egg. If the yolk goes into them and you cut the yolk, you need to open that egg as soon as, because it can drown them, and that's why else you're not supposed to rotate the egg, because you could drown them inside. So basically, you cut the egg. Literally, the egg is that soft. With a Stanley blade, if it's proper sharp, you can literally just run it along the side, not even going inwards, and it will just open. So that's what you do. You literally open around the side, and literally the moment you open around that side, if they're alive in there, you'll feel them moving and everything. So basically only do it if you know what you're doing, and things like that. So I'm now going to move on to what you're supposed to have in your tank. So as you can see in a tank, our tanks are the long bibs. This all comes together. You can get the backboards into them, but you can only, or I don't know if you can buy them separate, but this backboard come with ours. Next you need is fake leaves. You can have real leaves, it doesn't matter, but it's easier to have fake all along the side, because as you see they grip to them. So we need more leaves to go all the way along here and all the way along here. We also need to look at getting some more plants in here. So it can be any little plants like these things here. Let me move my hand out of the way for you guys. So any plants like this thing here, we've got bamboo at the back here for anything that can grow in the tank really. This was going a bit grey because it wasn't getting enough water to it lately, because we were getting behind with things, but we've proper got on with our animals now and everything. Then what we do is we put a log like this in if you've got your heat permanently above them, so we can cover their food up. So as you can see, look at this food already. It's already turning and going jelly already, like really horrible for them, which means we're going to have to change these today. But this is why we have this log, and we find it, like I said, with that mango food we've been doing, seems to turn up faster like that than previously with the other food. Now, we've put a dish in for now, so they've got water. But obviously they don't see still water, but we've just done it anyway. And then you have to make sure you spray the tank regularly. Make sure it's always sprayed. So for now we do it extra so they can extra water if they want them off the side to keep them dehydrated as well. And the other thing we do is make sure we turn this so it's on a faster thing, and we spray our plants. So you keep your plants moist, they grow. But obviously, like I was saying, we need more plants and things like that in here, because then it'll be like a rainforest, because that's what they come from. So you need to make sure that your viv is like a rainforest the time you're finished. Yeah, it might get overgrown, but that's good for them. So this one we just need to soak a bit more, and as you can see, the tank is 22 degrees in here. So that's that little one guy's done. So everything, and when you do the bug, so we've got locusts up there, they wouldn't normally be in that tank, it's just I had mice in there at one point, because they decided to chew the fucking wall. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. So basically this is the female tank here. So as you can see, his light reflects into her, so she's still getting some. Now you won't gonna see her unless she's gonna come out for us, so because she is at the back there and she never seems to come out of it. So she's actually at the back there. If she comes out, I'll show you guys, but as you can see, we've got a bit of her colour, because it'd be good if she can come out, because I'll show you her colours and that. And how you tell they're male and female, if you look on his back end up here, so if you look at his back end right there, you'll see he's got 2 balls on the back. You can never mature a crested gecko until they're at least 1 year of age. It's very hard to do it before then, but it can be done, but that's different. So let me just see what the tank temperature is in this one. So temperature 22, same. So as you can see, she's got a bit more. So basically where this one here is, this her eggs are just like here. Her other 2 eggs, she doesn't know that. Well, I don't know if she knows that, like literally she could know that, she might know that, but we don't know. We just buried them in, so they were back with her. So I'm just gonna spray her tank for her. But yeah, that is, I'm just gonna spray her and talk to you guys at the same time, because I don't think she's gonna come out. But if you've seen other videos before, you would have seen that I've showed her before. But yeah, so that's how you look after crested geckos, guys. But our main thing here is we are trying to find out. Oh, here you go. I think I might be able to get it before my phone dies, because my phone's actually dying as well. Like literally her nose is at the back. Like she comes out with this food available. So I might put my phone on charge, and she's gone back down again. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get on video right now. But yeah, I'm gonna do a feeding video at some point, so you'll see her at some point. Just look out for that video. But anyway, guys, that's how you look out for crested geckos. And also yeah, please, if you have any information that can help us with the success of having these eggs, please let us know. If we're doing anything wrong, I'm not going to take it in the wrong way. If you send me something we already know or we haven't mentioned here or anything. The one other thing I got to mention as well, you do actually need like a water feature in there, because they can't see still water. The water feature then helps it have running water in there all the time. We've just currently gone out and got one, like a dog one. Any will do as long as you got a water feature in there running for them. So they've got permanently on-go water, and hopefully it'll keep it quite moist in there for you guys. And that, but yeah, she definitely ain't coming out, guys. She's quite happy down the back there. And that, oh, hang on, guys. We might be in luck before the phone dies. You might be able to get her to come out. She is literally, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that on video, but she is literally at the back there. She keeps putting her nose back down. But yeah, guys, she's back there. I don't know if you were actually seeing her nose on that video or not. I see if you guys can see her up there. Put you guys up there to see if you can see her. If not, guys, you'll have to wait until I do a feeding video and see her then. But yeah, she's definitely not coming out, guys. She's happy down there. She's waiting for a feed. So as soon as my phone... What is going on with this clip? So, as soon as my phone has a bit more battery, and I've uploaded these two thingies because I've also done a vlog video as well, updating everybody. As soon as I've uploaded them, I will do a video on feeding if I get a chance today, guys. So yeah, but yeah, as I told you, she's back again, aren't you? You're not supposed to be in here, are you? Out, out, out. Walked away in shame though. Out, out, out. Go on. Out you go. It's because I'm not in the same room as her because she's my assistant dog, so that's why she's like. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed my video. But anyway, yeah, if you've got any ideas on helping us, making us have good chances with them, please let me know. Peace out, guys. Speak to you soon.